emphatically defeated Arsenal tonight at the London Stadium with an own goal from Ben White, and Mohamed Kudus and Jarrod Bowen goals did it for the Hammers tonight. And you know what? I couldn't be prouder of this set of lads, honestly. From coming off the back of 3 losses on the bounce, confidence on the floor, we come into a game that meant a lot for West Ham fans on a lot of levels. And you know what? We contained the pressure early. We soaked it in. We defended deep. And we had that bit of luck that we probably needed through the Ben White own goal. But you've got to put the ball in the white. You've got to put the ball in those white areas. So you get that. The right areas. And I mean, yeah, it's lucky, but you've got to take it when you get it. We barely ever get luck, and that was a slice of luck for sure. But I mean, that goal from Mohamed Kudus, it's just simply sensational, isn't it? Everything from the flick to the bring down to the control to the composure to finish that off. Mohamed Kudus is a special talent. To have him in a West Ham shirt is truly brilliant, and that just sort of epitomised how good of a player he is, and he ran the show tonight. He was absolutely excellent. I mean, from defensively, he was brilliant, picking up the ball, winning the second balls. And also his attacking threat is undeniable as well. So my hats go off to Mohamed Kudus tonight. He was absolutely excellent. Him and Paqueta really did run that show, and we're starting to see a functioning system again. I mean, what Moyes did tonight, I wasn't totally in favour of it before the game if you were on the build-up show, but I tell you what, he got it absolutely spot on. We've given Moyes shed loads of criticism in the last 9 or 10 days, and it's been completely deserved. But tonight we've got to take our hat off and say to David Moyes, he got that absolutely bang on. And I haven't even started on the trivial side of it yet. This is just, yeah, it's superb. And people often try and write scripts in football. You can't write a script better than that. A consolation goal at the end, absolutely irrelevant. That was the only time they really clicked as a team. Honestly, couldn't be prouder of this set of lads. Gary is joining me. Gary, oh my God, what a win! What a win!
Considering how pessimistic we were, that was a really, really good performance. I thought the team formation was quite well structured. We looked like a team. We had to defend well in the first half, but then Kudus, what a touch to the finish. Kudus. Great goal. And then Bowen made it 3-0. We never looked in danger. And as you just said, apart from the last minute when they scored, and they had their whole first team on for about half an hour?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I'm really pleased. Really pleased. When's the draw, Jake? Is it
10:15? 10:15.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Right, I'm going to stop the trivial stuff now. Who needs Declan Rice? Who needs Rice at all? Chuck it. I don't want it. Who needs Rice? We've got Alvarez, Paqueta, Kudus. Who needs Declan Rice? Honestly. And the symbolic moment for me was on the 94th minute when it was all quiet and they were setting up for a free kick, and the whole stadium sung "You should have signed for a big club." He was listening. He had nothing else to do. Declan Rice was listening to that. You should have signed for a big club.
Absolutely.
Honestly, you just can't write this stuff, can you? It puts a smile on my face. And if you are on Twitter, any of you, whether you like West Ham Central or not, he is going to have an absolute field night tonight. That is for sure. Mr. Mike Hatcher, never in doubt, my man.
Well, I did say 3-2, didn't I? So I
you did, right? You did.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was a great performance in my mind. That's been needed. That gives them a lift. Kudus, brilliant. Bowen, brilliant. We honestly, those two, superb, I thought. Soufal, how many times did he get dribble past? He was absolutely a warrior again tonight. And Souček, to be fair, was solid in there. He was solid. He didn't do much, but he just put his foot in. He won a header here. He won a header there. Yeah, Paqueta's a man. If he plays well, the whole team does, doesn't it? He ticks. The whole team does. But there was a lot of good performances out there tonight.
For sure, for sure. I believe the draw is at 10:15 tonight. I think that's what they said. So it's after the Man United Newcastle game has been completed. Just every player on that pitch tonight. And I certainly was very critical of that lineup before. I didn't like it. I'm going to be honest. I thought we were setting up in a poor fashion. But as I said before, you and Gary K1, Mike. Moyes set that up to perfection, and he's had criticism, but he's got to get credit tonight. We've got to be fair about things. The way he set that up, and obviously we've got suspensions, but I'd play the exact same team on Saturday, barring the suspensions. The exact same players. They deserve.
To be honest, though, Jake, we're so much better against better teams because we're such a good counter-attacking team. When we play teams like Everton, we run out of ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got no ideas.
That's how we play, you know what I mean? And we're so much better playing the likes of, Liverpool or, Man United even, because they'd try and keep the ball, won't they? Doesn't look like we're going to get them away in the draw, though.
No, we'll get Newcastle away now, Mike.
Probably, yeah.
Or Liverpool away.
Weekend on the bender, Mike, in Newcastle.
Yeah. Kudos has to start every game now. There is no debate about that. Kudos has to start every game.
No doubt, Gary.
Sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Right, let's take some of your comments. Never in doubt. Kudos, what a player, Jay. He was sensational tonight. Superb player. Nate, hope you well, mate. Get it, boys, playing much more like a group tonight. We need to be. We needed to get out of that disappointing run coming wines. 100%. We needed to stop the rot. And I've said it in the build-up. I've done a couple of preview shows and the build-up show, leading up to this game. And I just had a feeling, it's a London derby. It's a cup game. It sort of had the senses, it had the factors to be a special night tonight, and it was. And those fans played their part 100% tonight. They were loud when they needed to be. Champions of Europe, we know what we are. AFTV crying like little kids. What a match. What did I tell you, JC? Humiliating loss. You didn't tell me which way the humiliating loss was going, Terry, but you got that part right. 100%, Mr. Notion. We are massive, baby. Yeah, I agree. Usual suspect. Play the same 11 against Brentford, barring the suspensions. Play exactly the same team because they worked their socks off.
You know what? I think Mavropanos deserves to start ahead of Zuma.
Yeah.
Zuma on Sunday, Jake, and Mike, look, he looked like the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz. Yeah, he's WD-40.
He's not fit either. Moyes confirmed before the match. Yeah. Zuma's not fit, so he's probably not going to be available Saturday either. Kudus is everything: defending, attacking, strong runner. What a player! It's bang on. He's got every element of his game, and it's not just the attacking side of it. That's the special part of it. He gets back, he tracks back, he defends, he wins the ball. He's not shoved off the ball either, and when he needs to put a tackle in, he certainly does. Just an all-round,
And when he gets in front of the goal, Jay, he looks confident. Unlike Antonio, he looks confident. He looks like he's going to hit the target at least, and he thinks he's going to score. He believes he's going to score.
Yeah, for sure. I'm proud of our boys 100%. Didn't Declan Rice leave to win trophies? Yeah, apparently. He'll be having a long hard think to himself tonight, and I cannot be happier about it. Curtis says, even everyone, Kudus is the man. He certainly is, for sure. Right, let's get another Curtis on. Curtis, well, we didn't expect that, did we?
Mate, there goes my theory of a boring 0-0 straight out the window after 16 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Every man tonight, to a man, worked their bloody socks off. And I think us lads said it before the game. We needed a performance. We needed a reaction. And I think we got one. I think we were superb.
For sure.
That own goal, though, Jake, what was that all about? He was completely unmarked on his own. He just nodded it in. I thought, what are you doing?
He deserved it for that bar on it, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
The ball came over. He actually looked either side and went, nodded it in. I thought, wow.
Just a word before we talk about the words and the words, before we talk about the goals in depth a little bit more, should we get something off of my chest, right? I don't mind Gary Neville doing Manchester United games because sometimes he, if Man United have been crap, he'll say they've been crap. Yeah. Alan Smith.
He's awful.
honestly,
Why do we always get Alan Smith for
I wanted
West Ham
to
Arsenal
mute the TV. I wanted to mute the TV, and I've never had to do that before. You know, it's never been that bad. And for every single moment or goal or event, he had to drag it back to how Arsenal this and Arsenal that. He didn't give West Ham an ounce of credit tonight, and he deserved it. You could tell him at the end; it was really hurting him. It was really hurting him. Honestly.
Oh yeah, that's. I'll tell you what, Jake. Every time we got our backs against the wall, and all the commentators are against us, we seem to pull it out and do the job, and that's what they did tonight. You know, I jokingly said 3-2, didn't I? You know, but I thought I hope it ain't 3-2 now when it's 3-0 up. I'm thinking I better get another one. Remember the 3-all draw?
Oh, Mike, yeah, exactly. Do you remember we were 3-0 up a couple of years ago.
3-all. Yeah, I remember it well, mate. Yeah.
And honestly, if we all had a drink for every time, either pre-match, during the match, or at half-time, they mentioned we'd gone 3 games without a win or a point, or mentioned that Declan Rice is back at his old club tonight, we'd be hammered. We'd be absolutely it just got on my nerves, all of it. But anyway, that's that off my chest. Right, the goals. Yeah. We'll start with the Ben White goal. Look, you've got to have your slice of luck to beat good teams. They weren't good tonight, you know, Arsenal, but you've still got to have a slice of luck, and we had it tonight as well. Curtis, look, you've got to put the ball in the right area. Ramsdale moaning about the pull of the shirt. I mean, that happens in every corner.
Oh, 3-0 Newcastle.
Is it? Yes. United are out. We can't get United away. Yes. Get it. Anyway, back to it. You've got to put the ball in the right area. And yes, it's unfortunate. Yes, it's lucky, but you've got to take what you get, Curtis.
No, I don't give a two hoots about that, mate.
And your phone didn't give 2 hoots either.
Thumbs down.
Happened to the best of us. We'll just I'll just wait and see if we can get. There he is. He's back. There he is. Go on, Curtis. Fire away.
Storm again, kicking in. Yeah, I don't give 2 hoots, mate. To be fair, Bowen's put it on the money. Bit fortunate from the touch from Ben White, but Slim Shady puts us 1-0 up.
Brilliant. Brilliant. He did. Alan Smith even slated Sir Trevor's goal in the 1911 FA Cup final. Honestly, the geezer couldn't rest, could he?
No.
Oh, he was
hurting so bad, and it was so numb.
It was just beautiful, wasn't it? As we move on to the Mohamed Kudus goal, I'll give this to you, Gary.
I mean, it was a great pass from, I think it was Aguirre. Beautiful touch and great finish. Even as you said, Alan Smith moaned about the touch, that he was lucky or something with the touch. But
oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ, it was a great touch. And as I said to you earlier, Jake, he looks like he knows where the goal is, and he's going to score. Just that right in the corner. Ramsdale wasn't saving that. Brilliant goal, and he has to start every game now. This goes without saying. Brilliant goal.
For sure. And then Mike, the third goal. I don't know. I do remember Alan Smith blamed this on the ball being a little bit slippery and a little bit wet. That's why Ramsdale didn't save it. Yeah.
I think that because the ball was rained or something like that.
Yeah.
But honestly, mate, Bowen, I mean, he worked his socks off again tonight. You know, him and Kudus was linking up quite well, and I was really enjoying watching them too. And he deserved that. He deserved that goal. Yeah. He hit it well. It did take a slight deflection, but you hit it with that pace in front of the goal like that. You know, Ramsdale didn't really stand a chance with it. He just stuck his hand out, didn't he? Before he knew it was past him. So, really chuffed for Bowen. He's, you know, I mean, he had his little chance with England the other day. Didn't really do himself justice, but who gives a damn about that? I don't give a damn about that as long as he keeps scoring goals for West Ham.
Yeah, for sure. Curtis has got so excited he's left us. Hopefully we can get him back. SDG Gaming says, I'm saying this now, Bowen is a striker and Kudus is right winger and a left winger that is strong and fast. We will cook. Bowen proved himself as a striker. Let's talk about this system then, because we all speculated possibly Kudus down the middle tonight. I was so impressed with how I think Daz mentioned it. He mentioned it during the game, how intelligent Bowen's play was, how good his runs were. and he looked more established than Antonio ever has in that position. And tonight, he's proven Moyes' point, where Moyes has mentioned on several occasions he wants to try and incorporate a striker into Jarrod Bowen. And I think Moyes has, or Bowen has proved Moyes' point tonight that there's a future with that position there, 100%. Because I tell you what, he was very, very good tonight, Gary.
Yeah, he was, and he's technically obviously a far, far, far better player than Antonio. Because the
Yeah.
only thing Antonio's got for him is his strength, and after that, the ball can go anywhere. You know, he can't do anything really with the ball, Antonio. Especially when he's got time to think about it. I thought Jarrod was excellent from start to finish. In fact, the whole team was excellent. The only slight negative I think was Ben Ryan was a bit quiet, he was a bit invisible. But other than that, the team was just superb from start to finish. The first half were under the cosh, and that the own goal was, you know, I think Mike, if we hadn't conceded that, you'd have been cross, because that was a poor own goal. But other than that, second half, I'll tell you what, it's the first second half this season, I think we've come out really strong attacking. We really attacked them, went straight at them, and didn't know what hit them. That's brilliant. So the way we said at half time, fair play to him. As you say, Jake, you got to give the boss credit when he does things right.
For sure. I tell you what, yeah, you know, all of those players, and just that second half, it seemed tonight that there was a mentality change. Moyes had given them the kick up the backside. There was an incentive there tonight, and the players had a point to prove. The players have come out in public support over the last few months for David Moyes after the final, and it seemed like they were doing that for him tonight, if that made sense. There was a stern point to prove, and damn did they prove it, Curtis.
Well, yeah, every time we have like a little slight patch where we dip in form, everyone jumps on the bandwagon that Moyes has left the dressing room, and then we always get a performance like this where we always think about, has he lost the dressing room? Because tonight seemed like they was all playing for Moyes. They all understood what Moyes wanted to do, or they understood their individual roles, which comes into your management. So your manager sets up a certain way, and every player has to understand what their job is. And tonight, it looked like exactly that. And you've got to give credit to Moyes and the players themselves. They understood what he wanted to do. They played for each other from start to finish. There's been times this season where we've either started slow in the first half or not at all, and then picked it up in the latter part of the second half, or vice versa, where we started strong and then just died off after half time. But for us to come out the way we did after half time, I thought, right, we look lively here. Going in 1-0 up, sometimes, or a lot of the time, Moyes' setup and Moyes' team sort of sit back on that and try and soak up the pressure for the first 10 minutes of the second half. And I think today we just took it to them. I think Moyes must have said something. This team isn't great. The personnel that Arteta's picked, we said it before the game that they were there to get at. And I think that, or I hope that Moyes has said to him at half time, listen, this team isn't great. Go at them, keep the intensity high, keep the high press, nick the ball in key areas, turn over possession and attack, and just do what you do. And I think the second half was much more better in the final third than the first half was.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm proud of the boys tonight. Let's hope that just continues into the Premier League and just pick our form back up overall.
Yeah. A word for Naif Agurd tonight. I have been critical of him in the past, but not only defensively tonight, where I thought he was solid. That crossfield ball to Mohamed Kudus was absolutely unbelievable. A word for Naif Agurd, Mike.
Yeah, he was superb. I thought him and Mavropanos, honestly, I thought those two were absolute man-mate, and both of them back there. And they're both good on the ball. They're both good on the ball. They didn't panic. You know, I like the way, you know, changing things about going the other way around is the way we closed them down and we pressed. And I mean, they didn't really do that to us that much. And when they did, those two didn't panic. Well, nor the two fullbacks either. I thought that both fullbacks had a good game as well. The whole back four was really solid. Yeah. But yeah, and I'll tell you what, I got a big up for the crowd tonight, because we all know what it can be like in there. When in the second half against Man City, when there's no one out there and they scored straight away, we started so badly, and for probably 7 or 8 games, we've come out in the second half and been terrible.
Yeah.
But I think the crowd got out there, they got behind us, and they got us fired up as well. So big up to the crowd tonight as well. But yeah, Jake, defensively, those two I thought were absolutely brilliant at the back tonight.
Yeah.
And they was always going to have a little bit of pressure, weren't we? We knew they was going to have a lot of the ball. But did they really cut us open, man? They didn't, did they?
I was just about to say that the only save I can recollect Fabianski making was that push over the bar that was sort of going over there. Gary, if we'd have said that before the game, I mean, flipping out. Fabianski didn't tell to do anything.
Yeah, I don't know whether their mentality. I don't really care what Arsenal's mentality was, but I thought I think that we thoroughly deserve that. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what excuses Arteta makes, as he will, of course. But I think we played, as you said, very solid. It was a shame we didn't get a clean sheet. It would have been nice 3-0, would have been better, but not to worry. I just want us to get a good draw. Port Vale at home would be fantastic.
Sure.
Yeah. That's what we need in the quarterfinals.
Yeah. We don't get those sort of draws, Gary.
I know we don't. We'll get Liverpool away or Newcastle away. I guarantee.
Yeah. Oh, it's got. I tell you what, Curtis, this has got Liverpool away written all over it.
Yeah. The gods have said, right, you're beating Arsenal. Now you're going to get Liverpool. Brilliant.
Yeah. if it's not the two Manchester clubs, it's normally anyone from the top 6, and we just can't escape it. I'm surprised we drew Arsenal at home, because after time it would have been Arsenal away.
Port Vale at home, you heard it here first. Come on.
I hope so, Gary. I hope so. We will be reacting live to the draw. We're going to wrap this reaction show up at 10 o'clock, and then I'm going to have a drink. I'm going to run downstairs, and I'm going to join you back live here at 10:15 for the quarterfinal draw live. Watch along, and hopefully Gary is right. So hit that notification bell. Watch this until we wrap this up at 10 o'clock. Have a 15-minute break. Come back, and I'll react to the draw with you live right here on West Ham Unofficial. And hopefully somebody's going to join me for that. If not, I'll fly solo. If somebody's going to join me, that would be superb as well. Just overall tonight, I was I'm astoundedly impressed and proud of actually David Moyes putting a system out there, the players implementing it, and it working to perfection.
Here's a question, Jake. If Moyes had stayed at Man United for 5 years, do you think he'd have won something?
Oh, that is a question. I don't know. Mike?
Yeah, I think he would have done eventually. I think he would have done. I honestly think that, it was such a hard act to follow Ferguson. He was the first one. Ferguson actually picked him, didn't he? He wanted him to follow in his footsteps. And it was such a hard act to follow that I think many a top manager would have probably failed.
Yeah, I agree.
Just such a hard act to follow. So, yeah, I think given time, he would have won something. He'd have won something there for him. I know, he had his Fellaini and all that, which, didn't go down well with the fans and his style of play, but he would have won something with him because he can work with skillful players, he can work with talented players, and he's showed it with Paqueta, he can do that as well. So given time, I think he would have done something.
For sure. Some final thoughts, Gary, I'll start with you.
Just very, very proud. I really, really thought we'd lose tonight. But I thought, leaving the ground on Sunday, I thought this is rubbish. It's the worst I've seen this play for a long time. And what's this, 4 days later? Different team. We played really, really well. I think that we looked solid right from the start. As Mike said earlier, they never really looked like scoring at all until the last minute. So it was a deserved win. And then I'm just really proud. I just hope we get a bit of luck in the draw. Nice, easy quarterfinal, and then into the semis. I don't think we've won this competition, have we? We never won the League Cup, I don't think.
No, I went to the final in '81. We played Liverpool.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and Ray Stewart penalty. There was a bit of controversy in that as well. Last minute, well, not sort of last minute, but a late penalty. And then we went up to Villa Park, and Kenny Dalglish scored it, and we lost 2-1, didn't we? And
We get a bit of luck, and Liverpool play Newcastle, so they play each other.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, we lost it then, and I think we lost. Did we lose to West Brom? I think back in the 70s or the late 60s as well. So we We've got to a couple of finals, I think, but we've never won it, obviously.
I don't know, Mike. That's a bit before my time, to be honest. Curtis, some final thoughts, mate?
Yeah, I sort of echo what Gary said there. I expected not so much of a pretty performance or intense performance, to be fair, considering our last few games in the Premier League and Europe. I thought morale would have been low. I thought players wouldn't have been so with David Moyes' tactics and formations and stuff like that. But I think every man tonight pulled their socks up, rolled their sleeves up, and just got stuck in and proved to the fans that we're not done. We're not down and out yet, and they're not giving up on Moyes.
Yeah.
And we're into another quarter-final. European champions as well. Let's not forget. So can we be League Cup champions? Who knows? With a couple of the big guns gone. I think it was a great performance. Well unexpected performance and result. 3-1 against Arsenal. Great result. Yeah, you can say they had their second string or half a second string side out, and they brought the big guns on. But by the time the big dons come on for Arsenal, the game was half done. They scored in the end, but I think our players sort of thought, you know what, it's the 85th to 90th minute mark. The game's done. They're not going to score 4 goals in that time, or even 3 goals. So, yeah, big up David Moyes for that. Whatever he said, whatever he's done in the last 4 days since the Everton game, the players have took it on board and reacted well. So, fair play.
For sure, 100%. I echo that. Mike, with a genuine route through here, with both Manchester clubs out of the competition, if, as Gary is suggesting, a fortunate quarter-final draw, all of a sudden, aren't the semis played at Wembley for the Carabao Cup? Are they or not?
Yeah.
No.
2 legs, I think.
Yeah,
it is,
isn't it? Yeah,
so
is. Great. Yeah,
all of a sudden, if we just look a little bit ahead, there's a route through here, but obviously a lot of that comes down to 10-15 when we get Liverpool away. But
all of us pray, Port Vale.
We will all pray, for sure. For sure. Everybody, thank you very much indeed for watching. I will be back at 10:15, not here, downstairs, looking at the telly, hoping that they're going to hurry the draw up a little bit and get it out and get it done so I can go to bed. So thank you very much indeed, everybody, for watching. Gary, Mike, Curtis, are any of you available a little bit later?
Yeah, mate, yeah.
I don't know, Jeff. I'm well past my bedtime.
Yeah, possibly not.
Yeah.
Depends how many brownie points we've got left.
Don't worry about it. I'll send you the link if you turn out. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, send me the link, mate. Yeah.
Perfect.
Cheers.
So Curtis, Mike, Gary, you've been at 2 shows already. Thank you very much indeed. All of you, a superb, stellar panel tonight, and we've done it. What a win.
Yeah.
What a win. And how sweet was that? How sweet was that? From us, I will see you in a little over 20 minutes time. Come on, you Irons.
Go on, you Irons.
Hey.
Port Vale.
Hey.
Port Vale.
Declan Rice, he should have signed for a big club. A big club. To win trophies. He ain't going to win trophies in Woolwich, is he? Seriously.
He won a shield and that's it.
Yeah,
exactly.
A community shield. Yeah. He's gone to win trophies, so we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.